Good everyone, welcome to this relaxing ASMR hand massage. And then we'll use this. I'm just going to prepare the water for Elisabeth's hands, and I'm putting their bath bomb that is now really nicely dissolving into the water. And the other thing that I put were crushed rose petals.
Just one, maybe first?
Yeah. And this all to enhance the experience and deepen the relaxation during today's session. I'm going to wash your hands first using the soft spongy and just gently tracing it over her wrists and her fingers. Also washing her palm. I feel like water is always relaxing, especially warm water with herbs like we have here in this bath. And now I'm just wrapping it in a dry, clean towel, and we'll move to the next hand. We'll do exactly the same in a nice, relaxing way. I'm going to dip this spongy into water and to wash her hands, her wrists, the smell of those herbs are quite beneficial for relaxation as well. It all connects us with nature, and for many, nature feels really peaceful. Although we know that nature can be rough and cruel, but when we need to relax, we always turn to nature anyway. This is the complexity of our life. The one who can destroy us can also bring us the most positive and wonderful feelings. And I'm squeezing her hand through the towel tingly the touch through the dry towel, the rubbing over it. Feels really cozy and comforting. Making sure that all the moisture is now soaked into the towel, and that your hand feels comfortable. There are still some herbs on her hand from the bath, but I'm going to clean them now, and you will watch me doing it using different tools. First of all, I'm going to use this wet wipe to remove everything that is left on her skin after the warm bath. Now we'll do the same with the next hand. Just taking that wet wipe and gently going through her head and the fingers to remove anything that is left from those herbs. So I'm going to open her right hand, and I see there's still a little bit left. So I'm just going to use this brush to remove anything, but also to just massage and give her skin a little bit of a peeling to make sure that the skin is breathing and that it's also refreshed and now can regenerate. And especially it's really nice when I do it from the wrist and the forearm down to her fingertips. Just turning palm up and doing the same with the brush. Just reminds me of how we did this with other kids when we were little. How we played with each other's hands, traced them, and how tingly it was. You can experience the same tingly sensation from this session. I'm going to brush it again, just as an ASMR trigger, just to make sure that you get all those pleasant sensations and nice positive feelings rising while I'm doing it. Using this small brush to work on the fingertips and her nails, and alternating it with the soft makeup brush. Also in between the fingers. heart line and the lifeline, tickling her wrist. And this brush has a really nice narrow end, so you can be quite precise while you're tracing with it. Now I'm going to use massage oil and will apply that oil onto her skin with another makeup brush, and this is very good for dry skin. And Elisabeth told me that after the massage we did last time, the skin felt really soft. But to make this effect long lasting, I will be wrapping her hand in the cling wrap. And this will just enhance the effect. Hopefully the oil will be absorbed even better, because then we have this nice warmth inside that will help to open the pores and will soften the dry skin. And this oil that I'm using is just a regular Johnson baby oil, and it's really good for massage. I know that many massage therapists are using that oil for their professional massage. So yes, it is a really good one. Just applying it with the brush helps me to make sure I didn't forget any areas and everything is covered. I'm just wrapping it with this crinkly plastic. And we'll let it rest. Now let's move to the next hand. Here I also going to use that makeup brush to very softly and gently brush her hands And the other little brush for her nails and fingertips. I'm turning her hand now to work on her palm. With this narrow edge of makeup brush, it is so relaxing. And now I'll take the massage oil on this other makeup brush and will spread it on her hand from the forearm down to each finger. I'm taking quite a generous amount of that oil to make sure that it spreads into every crease of her hand. And now turning it over and continuing brushing with that tiny makeup brush that is really well suited for beautiful Elisabeth's fingers that are so narrow and delicate. I'm going to wrap her hand in this plastic again to enhance the absorption of this oil. I'm unwrapping her hand that was resting, now gently massaging it, and you can see that the skin looks really healthy and the elasticity is greatly enhanced. So just pulling lightly every finger to provide this extra relaxation. Rolling the hand between my palms, and massaging with my thumbs, pulling the skin sideways. The stretching creates really deep, pleasant relaxation. I'm just going to use my wooden roller and this again will just relax the muscles onto the skin. It's a really pleasant massage tool. It's a wooden tool that feels warm and cozy. That's why I really like to use it. And also a bit of a difference of texture was changing into the metal that is usually colder and can feel more rough, but with my delicate movements it can only feel tingly. Just tracing it on her palm and further down to her elbow. I'm using a hand cream now, and this has a different property to massage oil. The hand cream is supposed to provide the moisture into the skin, acts as a moisturizer, nourish the skin, again to create this long-lasting effect, but to make sure that your hands are never dry. Just use that hand cream several times a day. Of course, if it gets too dry like we have in winter, you can use more oily creams, but in summer you can just use moisturizers, just depending on how your skin feels. And now unwrapping the other hand and massaging it lightly, circular motions with my fingers. Pulling every finger individually, feeling the skin, and you can see that it's not oily at all. It absorbed that massage oil very well. Thank you everyone for staying with us during this session. Elisabeth and I are really grateful for all your positive comments, and we wish you to have great sleep and have a really refreshing and positive morning after. We will see you in the next